Creatine is the most researched supplement in the world, yet 99% of men over 40 are still using it wrong. If you're missing out, it could be costing you muscle, energy, and real progress. Today, we're breaking down the real benefits, potential side effects, and what guys over 40 need to know about creatine. Creatine is a natural compound your body makes and stores in your muscles. It helps your body produce energy during short bursts of intense physical activity, like running, sprinting, lifting, or even grappling in jiu-jitsu. Basically, it's fuel for strength, power, and quick recovery. But as we get older, our natural creatine levels drop, which means that supplementing can help you maintain strength, energy, and muscle that might otherwise be lost. One of the biggest reasons people take creatine is for muscle strength and endurance, and the science backs that up. Creatine helps your muscles produce energy during short bursts of intense activity, and what that really means is you can push a little harder, get a few extra reps in, or maintain high intensity effort for longer periods of time. For men over 40, this is huge. As we get older, our natural creatine levels drop and we naturally lose some strength and power. Supplementing can help you reclaim your gains, maintain your performance, and keep your muscles firing like they did in your younger years. This is why one of the most talked about benefits of taking creatine is improved strength and endurance. Creatine works by increasing the amount of phosphocreatine stored in your muscles. Phosphocreatine helps produce ATP, which is basically the energy your muscles use for short, intense bursts of activity. The more ATP you have available, the longer and harder your muscles can work before fatigue sets in. In practical terms, that means you can push out extra reps, sprint faster, or maintain higher levels of intensity for longer periods of time. Studies show that creatine supplementation can increase strength by up to 15% and improve performance in high-intensity exercises. And those numbers hold true for men in their 40s and beyond. Creatine also helps with recovery. By boosting phosphocreatine and ATP availability, your muscles can recover energy faster between sets or bouts of activity, reducing overall fatigue. Additionally, creatine draws water into muscle cells, which can help with protein synthesis and muscle repair, supporting growth and recovery over time. As we age, ATP production naturally declines, which is why older men often notice decreased strength and slower recovery. Creatine helps offset this decline, giving you more energy, more reps, and faster recovery, basically helping you maintain your edge. When most people think of creatine, they think of muscles and strength, which is great, but what a lot of men don't realize, especially over 40, is that creatine actually has a lot of cognitive benefits too. As we age, our mental focus, our energy, and just our overall sharpness can get a little dull, and creatine can actually help offset some of those issues as we age. Creatine doesn't just fuel your muscles, it can fuel your brain too. Your brain uses ATP, the same energy molecule your muscles use, to power cognitive functions like thinking, memory, focus, etc. Studies show that creatine supplementation can improve short-term memory, reasoning skills, or mental fatigue, especially in people who are sleep deprived or under cognitive stress. For men over 40, this can mean sharper focus during work, during training, or just daily problem solving. Think of it this way, just as creatine allows your muscles to fire stronger and longer, it also gives your brain the extra energy it needs to stay sharp, to stay focused, and to stay alert. So not only does creatine help you lift more and recover faster, it also supports your mental performance. Creatine is one of the most researched supplements in the world, ever. Yet, there still seem to be a lot of myths and misconceptions circulating around it. So before you start taking it, it's important to know if there are any side effects and separate fact from fiction. One of the most common side effects, if you can call it that, is water retention, weight gain. Most people have this misconception about creatine that if you start taking it, you're going to suddenly gain a lot of weight. Here's the thing though, it's water weight. It's pulling water into your muscle cells and it's in your muscles. It's not in your skin, so it's not bloating or anything like that. Most people notice a few pounds, maybe up to 5 pounds within the first week or so after they start taking it. But after that, it ends up going away because by that time, you're lifting more, you're lifting heavier, and so you're burning that off anyway. It doesn't stick around. It's not like you start taking creatine and suddenly you gain 20 pounds of water weight. It doesn't work that way. Some people complain about digestive discomfort. This is usually caused by taking too much or not letting it dissolve completely in whatever liquid you're taking it in. So simple solution, just take the 3 to 5 grams that it recommends and make sure it's mixed thoroughly in whatever liquid you're going to take it in, and sip it. Don't chug it if that's an issue. If it's not an issue, who cares? Personally, I mix mine in my electrolytes first thing in the morning and I just down it. That's it. Another common myth is that creatine causes kidney issues, that it can damage your kidneys in some way. The research has consistently shown that this is just not true for most people, for most healthy adults. This is not going to be a problem. Obviously, if you do have major kidney issues or kidney issues in general, you're going to want to talk to your doctor before starting any kind of supplementation, but you'd want to do that anyway. Creatine has been shown and studied, and it's been shown it's safe for long-term use. So it's really kind of a non-issue, but just to err on the side of caution, always talk to your doctor if there's any question. Another odd myth that surrounds creatine is that it causes muscle cramps, which is kind of odd because it actually helps in recovery. It helps with fatigue. So if anything, it's actually going to improve and lower the risk of muscle cramps and injuries. While creatine does come with its couple of minor side effects, we're talking a little bit of water retention, maybe a little bit of stomach upset if you aren't properly dosing. See, that's not creatine's fault, that's your fault if you're dosing it wrong. Overwhelmingly, the science shows that it's way safe for most people. For most people, it's safe to take, and especially if you're over 40, it's recommended. You should just be taking it every day. Even if you're not a heavy lifter, even if you're not an Olympic athlete, you should be taking creatine every day. So I know the American instinct is to say, well, if it's good for a little bit, I should take probably a lot of it. Well, that's not the case with creatine. You don't want to overdo it. Baseline dosage is about 5 grams. Personally, I take 10 grams. I take 1 scoop when I wake up in the morning with my electrolytes. I take 16 to 18 ounces of water, electrolyte powder, and some creatine. I down that. About 30 minutes later or an hour later, I'll make my coffee and I'll put another scoop in my coffee and I'll sip that. I don't down it, I just sip it. So it's about 10 grams a day. Some people wonder about the timing of creatine, like what time of day or when you should take it, before or after a workout. You can really take it anytime. After a workout with some protein and some fat and maybe a little bit of carbs might be better for protein synthesis. But really the most important thing, like I said, is consistency. That's the most important thing. Taking it every day around the same time. It doesn't matter. Just take it every day around the same time. You'll be fine. What do you mix it with? Well, you can mix it with anything. You can mix it with juice. You can mix it with water. You can mix it with a protein shake. I take mine in electrolytes every morning, and I take some in coffee every morning. So I do that every morning with water, basically, electrolytes, and then some coffee. You can mix it with pretty much whatever you want, but obviously there's going to be downsides. Like milk, maybe, I don't know. Don't do that. But it doesn't taste like anything, so it's fine. So there you have it. Creatine, the science, the benefits, the side effects, and how to take it. If you're over 40 and you're serious about maintaining your strength, your endurance, your cognitive function, you should be taking creatine every day. If you want to know my full supplement stack for performance over 40, let me know in the comments. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss anything. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.